Do you sometimes wonder, is there something wrong with me, perhaps? You look around at other people and they seem to be managing their lives so well. Streamlining their lives, calm, just like things are okay. Planning is fine for them. They don't seem to forget appointments like you do. The house isn't full of clutter like yours is. Life seems okay. There are many reasons why it's so important to get your time managed, to start to take back your ownership of your time. Have you ever thought of this reason that I'm going to mention today? Have you ever thought of transitions? Life is all about change. Day turns to night, night turns to the next day, seasons change, we're getting older each day. As much as us humans crave change, we also crave life to stay the same. But it's not going to, because that's one sure thing about life. Time is moving on and it's taking you with it. So there's always going to be some sort of transition, some sort of adaptation that we have to make, whether it's the morning, the evening, going out, coming in, or the bigger life changes. Going on holiday and coming back. There's always a transition from being home to going away, and then coming back, how you're going to acclimate yourself back to your regular life. When your time is going to be managed, when you're going to really take ownership of your time, you'll find that those transitions, which are a basic part of life, going to be so much easier to handle, and you'll find yourself moving smoother and quicker from one life phase to the next. So let's get back to me. So this is my reason, start to finish, why I hold on to the systems that I teach my clients for dear life. It's about transitions. So recently I had an appointment in town. Town is about half an hour's walk from where I live. I usually like to walk there. I could take a bus, but it helps me focus if I walk fast, I feel energized, and then I can focus on the meeting. So I knew roughly where the place was. I had looked on Google Maps, but I didn't really know exactly where. And I don't have email on my phone, so I couldn't use the Google Maps where it sort of takes you to where you have to go. So I thought, well, okay, I might ask a family member to check on the sat-nav before we go. Or, but I didn't manage. Of course, too many things came in the way. I thought, you know what? I've got this. I've got the handy A to Z. Yes, there are people out there who still use them. And I find it very clear, much easier than the Google Maps. So on my walk down, I know roughly where it is, down there, on my walk down to town, I'm gonna quickly look and see where to go. So I was walking to town, and I left 5 minutes after the time I said I should leave. So I was already a little bit late. I looked up the address, and I looked, it's page 94. So here is page 94, here's page 90, and then page 98. Thought, huh? And I was walking down to town, and I was getting a little bit panicked because I knew it takes me really 35 minutes, and I was a bit late, and this place was a bit at the end of town, so I was basically 10 minutes late already, and I didn't know where I was going. I thought, yeah, page 90, page 98. Right, I don't know where I'm going, and I'm meant to be there in 5 minutes. And I don't have email on my phone, and I had my laptop with me, but I'm not going to stop in the street and open a desktop and start to mess about. So I phoned up one person, they didn't answer. I phoned up my friend, and she answered, and I said, please check on your phone quickly where I'm meant to go. So she checked, and she told me I was on the right direction, and I went there, but I had no idea. And this is the worst thing when you're going somewhere and you haven't got a picture of where you're going. She told me it was this street and I had to go here and I had to go there. In the end, really, when I found it eventually, I walked past the building 3 times. I realised I should have gone straight down and then that way, diagonal, and then that would have taken me 35 minutes. But what I did was I went in like a L shape, like a U shape. I went straight, round, and that way. Much longer way. It took me 50 minutes to walk there. And as this was happening, I was at the same time observing myself in horror and fascination. Figgy, is this happening to you? You teach clients how to get their time managed. Is this really happening to you? Never again. That taught me a lesson. Whenever I have to go somewhere new, if it's local enough, I'm gonna go there once beforehand. So I've had a picture in my mind of where I'm going, and it's going to be so much easier. Now, the meeting went well. It was very successful. The one thing I want to highlight is this. Of course, yeah, we know we need to plan a bit before. Yeah, that you know. It's this. It's on my walk down to town. I had 35 minutes of my life. Well, and I was panicked. I was panicking a little bit. It was the transition between being home and being at this meeting. If I had known where I was going, left 5 minutes earlier, I would have had a wonderfully energizing walk. And I would have probably presented myself a little bit better when I met the person. Because, you know, we get a bit frazzled and you're like a bit, you know, I didn't have time to, I was like a bit faffing out, as we say, okay? So your goal, your entire goal from start to finish, why you should take that ownership of your time is because you're gonna manage the transitions better. And when you do that, your whole life will change. Transitions are like a basket. Your life events, whatever you do in each day, and your entire life falls inside the basket. You need a strong, firm basket without holes to contain what you have inside it. If you have good time skills, you will have a strong, firm basket that can contain anything. If you like this video, click on the like button, leave a comment below, and I'm gonna get back to you.